Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jeffrey House Carpet Cleaning out in Happy Valley, Oregon. We are at Latitude Apartment Complex. We've cleaned probably a dozen or more of these units. Let's go ahead and go on inside and show you what we got here. I did already do our pre-vacuum. In fact, the tenants that are moving in here, it is a rent from the owner, as is. The carpeting wasn't even vacuumed and there's cobwebs all over the place, so it's nice of them to do that. Here we've got, looks like ink, so we got some ink out and we're gonna just dab that on there and work on it for a bit. Before I pre-spray, I do believe there was some red dye. There we go, red punch right there. We're going to go ahead and pre-spray that just so that it is dwelling as we're going through our cleaning process. Chances are it's not really going to pull it all out. Probably have to put it on there and just leave it and let it dwell. Typically it takes 7 to 12 hours or something like that. And so what the product's actually doing is it is oxidizing the carpeting and obliterating the what's causing that red to show through right there. And of course the chemical process occurs as the product is evaporating and drying, so it does take a little bit of time. In the other bedroom here, got a little bit bigger, but I believe I haven't had any problems with these stains coming out of, it's hard to know if these are apartment grade carpeting or not. Sometimes you can't really tell until you start cleaning, and then it's like, oh, you can tell by the amount of stains or whatever is coming out. Apartment carpeting is generally a lot cheaper. It holds on to stains a lot more than residential carpeting, so there is a price to be paid between the two of them. Another thing to point out, these look like French doors, don't they? Well, this one is actually molded in, so it's just a window that looks like a French door. So that's one way they deceive you in the apartment complex arena. But anyhow, that's beside the point. And then this being like the little family room, front room area. So we're just going to go ahead, nothing major here. That's probably just petroleum from outside, so nothing spectacular going on there. We'll just go ahead and treat these spots. We'll pre-spray with our multi-sprayer, agitate and rake with the rake. All the rooms, as it's dwelling, we'll go ahead and run our hoses in from the truck, fire it up, and we'll be good to go. Nothing else looks like I need to point out. Looks like a very typical, I call it a textbook style carpet cleaning. Of course, for the tenants that are moving in here, it will be the difference between day and night. So I'll be back and show you a few results as we go along here, point out things that I deem as being necessary and useful and helpful to point out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Alright, quick to point out this black spot, it's not reacting to ink removal. It looks like ink, but our ink remover is not touching it, so what it could be is possibly mascara or hair dye, which takes like a gel product, more of a citrus product. We'll go ahead and get that and put some on there and just let it dwell and see if it'll help break it down, and just go from there and see what happens. Also, forgot to point out, as I was doing our pre-vacuum, I came across this crusty yellow hard stuff. It's almost like wood glue, and for glue, all we got to do is put down some citrus soy, and it should just eat that stuff right up. So I'll go ahead and grab that the couple more products, come back in here, play around a little bit, and then we'll start our pre-spray process. Hey, I'm in the pre-spray process right now, but I thought it was noteworthy to point out that this big nasty red spot is almost disappearing on site with our red dye remover. So this is an indicator to me that we are probably dealing with residential carpeting. So I mean, it is pretty well soiled. Not extremely bad, but more so just due to the accumulation of dust and debris that we were able to vacuum out. We'll go ahead and just pre-spray the rest of it. This spot here, I did put a different product on there. I put our hair gel on that black spot, and it does seem like it's pulling it up. However, it's going to need some extraction and coaching to get that out of there. So what we're going to do is we're going to extract, we're going to apply more hell gel, extract, rinse, and just kind of play that process over and over until we eventually pull it all out. Back over here, this almost seems to be more of a melted plastic than it does a glue. I thought maybe it was glue or something, but it is not breaking down like I thought it would with our citrus gel. I might try some hell gel on there to see what that does, if anything. It does seem like maybe we can get it to dislodge from the carpeting. I'm not sure, but it might just be melted right into the carpeting, in which case there's really nothing you can do except for cutting it out and maybe patchworking it with a piece from the closet or something. The other option is to use some scissors and just cut it low. It'll still look still stand out like a sore thumb, I suppose. But I'm going to let the homeowner decide what they're going to do with that. Since this is a rental, I'll just make note that, hey, this was here. Take a picture of it so when you move out that they don't hold you liable for it. So I'll be sure to do that for them. But anyways, the rest of it is pretty textbook. We're in the process of pre-spraying, and like I said, we'll take our carpet rake. We'll go ahead and rake out the two rooms back there, the little hallway, front room, family room area right here, and we'll be good to go. Alright, and so final walkthrough, we steam cleaned and extracted the room, and we raked it out. And there weren't any red stuff in there, but we steam cleaned, raked this out, and put more stain remover on the couple of red spots you can barely see in there right now, but we did pre-treat those one last time, or post-treat them, I suppose. Family room's been completely rinsed and treated. Hall's carpet cleaning. Happy Valley, Oregon.